Sat Shri Akal, मेरा नाम Chef Jasjeet है and I'm going to show you today a very special winter delight dish which is known as saag. So for saag, you are going to need all these greens vegetables. When we talk about food that is from farm to the table, this is exactly that recipe where you can use mix of greens, whatever you have available, and just cook that, boil that, and then I will be talking about, I'm going to show you the whole process of how saag is made. But the traditional recipe of saag, we just use spinach leaves. So these are some of the spinach leaves that I have here. That have been washed. So I'm just going to put them in water, little bit of water. And then the main other part of saag is rapini. So you can just get some rapini, wash it well, and then just try to add the leaves of rapini to your saag. And also I have some radish leaves that I also, because that will add some little bit of the bitterness to the saag, and that is required in saag. So we are going to add few of those leaves. And I have tried making saag with kale, just itself with kale, and it comes out beautiful. So if you have some kale, and kale is just one of the superfoods these days, so you can use some kale leaves as well and add it to your saag. So basically you will get, if you are making this whole bunch, you will get a big pot and you will start to cook this. So right now I'm just making a smaller batch. So I just need this kind of a pot with little bit of water, and I will let these greens cook in the water. I will be adding some salt to it. So if you look here, this is my spice box, and I'm just adding salt, and also I'm adding a little turmeric, just pinch of turmeric to it, and red chili powder as well. You can see just a little bit so that we can get some flavors going on in the saag. Also along with it, we will be adding green chili to this. Now this is for people who can take the hot stuff, they like heat in their food. If you don't like heat, you don't have to add this, but if you love heat, like the stuff that has really nice spicy touch to it, then do use this. So I like very spicy, so I'm just going to use one of that. And also I have some garlic cloves that I'm going to just add it in, and ginger. So this doesn't need to be pureed or chopped. You just add it whole. So it just cooks along and then gives the flavor in the saag. So this is our first step of making saag. So now my saag was cooking almost for 3 to 4 hours. You can even cook longer. After it cooked, this is how the saag looks now. So this is what's been, you can see there is not too much of the moisture left, but this is the ginger, garlic that we added to it. We added some salt. So this is how it will be once it's cooked. So after this, I made to my second part of it where I have saag that I have pureed. From that stage, I pureed this saag in food processor so that it looks like this. And this is how your saag actually should be looking, because this is going to be the final presentation of the saag when you actually are going to eat it, and you're going to love this saag. So we will just leave this for now because this still needs some tempering, tadka that we are going to give it. And after having the tadka, then it's ready for us to eat. Enjoy it with few other condiments along with it. Now, while I was waiting for the saag to boil and cook, I actually made some homemade white butter, which is very hard to find these days, especially if you don't know how to make this at home. So I made this at home with whipping cream, and that is one of my big secrets. Now it's not a secret because now you know how I made this. So this is white butter, and this is integral part of saag. You really need to have white butter in it, and the taste is just out of world. You will love this taste of white butter on the saag. So I made this as well. So we will use this at the end of our once we do our presentation. Now saag, makki roti, which is corn chapati, white butter, and lassi. Lassi, it all goes together. So lassi is yogurt drink. So what I did was I just had some yogurt, and in the yogurt I put a little bit of water. You can add milk if you don't want water, if you want thicker lassi. And then I added cardamom and white sugar. But if you are in a mood for having salty lassi, you can make it with salt, black pepper. And then just churn it, just mix it with a mixture. And once it's done, you just want this nice frothy part on it as well, which is my favorite. And I'm just going to pour this to our glass so that this is ready. And I'm using steel glass because all my dishes I'm going to present to you like that. So this is how our glass of lassi will look, and it's just delicious. So now I'm moving to tadka, which is the main part of saag. We will be actually making the tadka for saag, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. I'm going to make tadka for saag, which as I said is very, very important part, and that's what's gonna give the flavor. So I started with some ghee in here, and you need to use ghee. No oil is needed in it, so it's ghee that goes in. And then we add garlic, chopped garlic, and also chopped onions. This is my style where I just don't use any tomatoes. Some people like using tomatoes. It's again just your choice. If you want to use tomatoes, you can, but I just like onions, garlic, and some more green chili for my tadka. While I'm making tadka, I also made makki di roti that is going to go with saag once we finish our tadka. So this is how our tadka is looking. And I'm just going to finish up the dish for saag now. This is done. So, moment I add this, I'm just going to put some saag, the one that we pureed, that goes in. And we already added salt to it, so now you can taste it and adjust the salt to your taste. A little bit of red chili powder, and I'm just adding touch of garam masala to the saag. And this is all that goes in for the spices. And this is our saag is done. It's ready. Okay, so here we are with our thali of saag, makki di roti, some lassi, and also to accompany I have some jaggery that we are going to have it in the serving plate, and then also some salad, so some radish leaves and then onions that goes with it. And this is how you would be serving this delicious winter delight. Thank you so much, Artists and Artisans Development and Network, along with Saffron Hub, to give me this amazing opportunity on being here with you all today on Brampton Artistic Food Expo and sharing my special recipe, traditional recipe for saag. I hope you all will enjoy this.